Hello everyone, this is Barcelona News World. The following are the headline we are going to discuss. 4 Barcelona players who could play their final game for the club against Athletic Club. Christensen, Casado start in a 4-2-3-1. How Barcelona can line up against Athletic Club. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Welcome. The last game of every season always tends to be an emotional one for certain players who know that it could well be their final game in the club's colors. Last summer, names like Joao Cancelo, Joao Felix, and Ilkay Gundogan left the club in the summer and played their final game for the club against Sevilla on matchday 38. This time around, the team's final game is against Athletic Club at Sant Mamés, and it is expected to again be the final appearance for several players in the Blaugrana colors. A night of farewells. While Hansi Flick's Barcelona have indeed flown through most of the current season with great success, not all players have done quite enough to warrant a place in the team next summer. For starters, academy goalkeeper Iñaki Peña appears to be on his way out of the club after the season which he saw the most minutes as a first-team player. While the youngster did indeed start as Flick's preferred replacement following Marc-Andre ter Stegen's injury, he lost his spot to Wojciech Szczesny in January, and there was no looking back for the Polish star from that point. Peña is thus expected to leave in search of regular playing time and could play his final game for Barcelona in the second half. Ansu Fati is the second player who is expected to surely leave the club in the summer. Monaco are in advanced negotiations to sign him, and the player is open to the move to revitalize his career and possibly leave a strong impression. The third player who could say farewell to the club at Sant Mamés is Pablo Torre, and in his case the departure would not entirely be his fault. Torre has done very well in the minutes offered to him by Flick, but the sheer competition for a starting spot in midfield saw him frozen out of the manager's plans. A departure on loan is spoken of and could work out well for the player. The last player who is rumored to exit the club is Pau Victor, the young striker who arrived at the club just last summer. Despite the hype around his name, however, he failed to make any impact in the minutes given to him. Despite his contract ending only in 2029, he could play his final game for Barcelona later tonight at Sant Mamés. FC Barcelona are set to close the curtain on the 2024-25 season with a La Liga clash against Athletic Club at Sant Mamés, but for several players this match could carry deeper meaning. As the final whistle approaches, it may also signal the end of the road in Blaugrana colors for a handful of squad members. There have been a few players who have not really been in favor under Hansi Flick so far this season, and this includes the likes of Ansu Fati, Pau Victor and Pablo Torre. Then there is the curious case of Iñaki Peña, who seemingly fell out of favor overnight. Potential goodbyes. Now, as per Sport, there are 5 players in the Barcelona squad who could be making their final appearance for the Catalan club. Some of these players might get an opportunity to play against the Basque club tonight. The first name is Wojciech Szczesny, who has been a regular for Hansi Flick in the second half of the season. However, the Pole's contract expires at the end of the season and he is yet to inform the club on his desire to continue. Barcelona would love to keep him though. The next one is fellow shot-stopper Iñaki Peña. As mentioned before, the Spaniard was a regular starter until January but has hardly received minutes since. With a contract that expires in 2026 and no clear path to the first team, he is almost certain to leave this summer. The next name mentioned in the report is Ansu Fati. The former blue-eyed boy of La Masia has struggled to get any sort of prominence in the team throughout the campaign. As he closes in on a move to his Monaco, he might get one last chance against Bilbao. The interesting situation with Pablo Torre. The fourth name on the list is Pablo Torre. Much like Iñaki Peña, the youngster's contract expires in 2026 as well, and although he hasn't played much, he has impressed with limited opportunities. Thus, Barcelona could look to extend his deal and loan him out. Finally, coming to Pau Victor. The Spaniard started the pre-season brightly under Hansi Flick, but opportunities have been hard to come by with Robert Lewandowski and Ferran Torres taking care of the striker position. All eyes will be on Hansi Flick's lineup choices as Barcelona take the field one last time this season. For some players, it could be a farewell appearance. For fans, a final glimpse of familiar faces before summer changes unfold. In the coming months, clarity will emerge, but tonight could mark the beginning of a new chapter for more than just the team. With the La Liga title already wrapped up and no pressure on the final match, Hansi Flick has some flexibility in selecting his team against Athletic Club. The German boss may use this chance to rotate the squad, reward younger players, and manage the fitness of his core group. Still, this does not mean he will field a weak team. Barcelona are determined to finish strong, and this fixture could see a mix of experience and youth on display. The Catalans boast the best away record in La Liga this season, collecting 42 points from 18 matches. With 99 goals already scored, there is motivation to cross the 100-goal mark and finish the campaign on a high. Flick's team won the reverse fixture 2-1 earlier this season, and Athletic Club have not beaten Barca in the league since August 2019. All signs point to another big night for the champions. Let's look at how Flick could line up for this season-ending clash. Midfield. Midfield will likely see some fresh legs. Marc Casado may get his first start since recovering from injury, which would be a great boost for the young talent. Pedri is expected to keep his place, as Flick continues to rely on the midfielder's vision and control. Fermin Lopez, who has impressed whenever given chances, could also feature from the start. Frenkie de Jong and Dani Olmo are expected to be rested, with their workload managed carefully after a long season. In attack, Barcelona are without Ferran Torres, who recently underwent surgery for appendicitis. Ansu Fati is close to a move to Monaco and is unlikely to be involved. This opens the door for Flick to rely once again on the trusted trio of Lamine Yamal, Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha. Yamal, playing his final game as a minor, will want to finish his breakout season in style. Lewandowski, although out of the running for the top scorer award, is still chasing a personal goal, reaching 100 career goals for Barcelona. Meanwhile, Rafinha, who recently renewed his contract, is set to continue on the right wing and will be eager to make an impact. While this may be a low-stakes game on paper, Flick and his team have every reason to treat it seriously. Reaching the 100-goal milestone, maintaining their strong away form and giving game time to fringe players make this an important fixture to round off a successful season. Seeing you on next video.